2.30 successful.
Office still stands for talk? No.
Happy Friday, everybody. We're going to be kind of doing a different kind of show tonight. Definitely go sub to Grizz. If you enjoyed those intros, man. Whew. Get that party going every time. Shout out Grizz. So, we are going to be doing something a little different on this Friday night. I'm going to be doing just a couple hours show. We're going to be, I got so much stuff to go over. We'll probably have an extended show tomorrow night. I got some cell phone data stuff. We're going to talk about the Paradise Path incident with the suspect turning themselves in. Gritwin Labs, more of the body cam, more IGG info. We're going to be diving into the PCA over the FBI tips and the car tip. Going to be going over different press conferences, family interviews, the court TV special that we still haven't gone through. We're going to be going through the different footage and some read through of some different articles, and also talk a little bit about this Chrysler 300. So that's going to be in shows coming up. But tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to deep dive into the 1122 PCA route footage that I made. We're going to be doing a deep dive into that. We're going to be going through to see exactly how many cameras we see, how many cameras was driven by, anything that, I mean, besides the possible business cameras, ring cameras, things like that. We're just going to be scoping out the street cameras tonight. Reason being is I love truth and transparency. This show is one of the biggest supporters of truth and transparency. And truth and transparency is having a live tonight. And I want all of us from the community to go hang out there tonight and go show a whole bunch of love from the Evil CJ show. So we're going to be diving in to the footage that I made for hour and a half, 2 hours. Then we're going to go over to Truth and Transparency's live and just shower her with some love. So there's the link for her show if you want to set the notification. Yes, exactly, Brandywine. That's what I would like to do tonight. I would like everybody from the show. So as the show goes on, let's just remind everybody. And if you guys, I'll drop the link in Discord, or if any of the mods just want to keep dropping the link throughout the show. Therefore, we can go shower her with some love. It's going to be a special episode. Does a lot of hard work, and definitely want to go support. So we'll have an extended show tomorrow, but I honestly don't think we will get into every single one of those topics in the show tomorrow night. Trust me, we have a whole bunch of stuff to come, a whole bunch of stuff I haven't even written down that we're going to get to yet, that we're going to get to. Plus, we still have the body cam deep dive coming up here as well. That'll be returning as well. I'm going to say what's up to everybody real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started in the show. I am going to send some invites out to Unravel and Yoli if they would like to hop up while we do this deep dive. And then I will get in to say hello to everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm so excited for the live tonight. So excited. Skittles True Crime Detective Golden number 5. Thank you for hopping in. I'm so excited. Thank you for the sub, Tammy man. Appreciate that. Michelle. Miley. Hi y'all. Number 9. Kelly. Thank you so much. Katrina Miller. Oh yeah, there's going to be some crafting going on. Brandywine, thank you for hopping in. Happy Friday. Oh, by the way, after the live's over, I'm still kind of dealing with some jet lag, okay? After the live's over at TNT, if I'm still energized and I'm not feeling the jet lag still, I'm going to be hanging out at the lounge. So I will let you know. What's up. And if you're not subbed to the lounge, I will drop the link to the lounge in chat here in a minute as I get through the hellos. And then you can, if you see us live, who knows what we'll be doing, watching movies, listening to music. I don't know. It just all depends. Number one, when the live gets over at Truth and Transparency, and also if I'm still feeling okay from this jet lag. I had to take a nap today. I'm still kind of pooped. It was a lot of flying, that's for sure. Mark and Betty, thank you for hopping in. Appreciate you. Truth shall set you free. What's up? How are you doing tonight? Ooh, I need to drink my coffee. I want to say thank you to Innocent and Till for giving the show a chance. Thank you. And also, what's up, Melissa? Hopefully you're feeling better. And Innocent and Until did a really cool shout out on Twitter. So I want to say thank you to Innocent Until. I appreciate the support and the kind words too. Kelly Miller, thank you for hopping in. Good evening to you. Well, thank you for the sub, Jane Hall. I appreciate that. Thank you for checking out the show. Been following this case a year? Yeah, we've been following it since it came out. This case is actually the reason we talk true crime on this show. It used to be a show about a whole bunch of stuff, just daily stuff. And then with this case, nothing freaking made sense. So, as we kept talking about it, thank you so much for the continued membership, Skittles. Appreciate that. We love you being here. Skittles is an OG. She's been here from the very beginning of the show. Thank you so much for your support this whole time, Skittles. Appreciate that. Good evening, Nina. What's up? Aquarius Yaya420, what's up? Thank you for hopping in. Doc ticket number 22, thank you. They should do hunger. What? I don't know. Harsh had a pretty funny comment. He said, what's up, SM? He said, for all of you out there that think we should have a conversation, I'd rather have shit in my hand. SM ticket number 26. Thank you for hopping in. If you're new to the show and you know your like number, that's your ticket number. And we call it out because I serve you. So let us know your ticket number as you come in the show, your like number, and we'll call your number. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support, everybody. The like is the free way to help, and it does mean the world. All right, so I wanted to. This shit's funny. Couple things I'm going to get into before we get into the deep dive of the footage that I got. Number one, I shared a picture with you guys when it came to the fog, right? Remember the picture of the fog? Well, here's a video. I told you guys earlier this morning in this morning show that I was going to show you a video. Just Debbie, ticket number 27. Thank you. Hello from Michigan. Thank you so much. Something is odd on my likes at CJ. It's reading 87 already. I don't I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, ticket number 28. No, thank you. Appreciate you. Well, I was telling you guys early in the earlier show that I was going to share the video of the freaking fog I had to drive through around Pullman, Moscow. All right. So I shared a picture with you guys a couple days ago. Listen, I got a shit ton of footage, a shit ton of photography. We're just going to be dripping it as each show goes because honestly, there's just so much. I looked at it today. I was trying to go through more of it to organize more of it when I already organized it for like 4 hours on the flight home. And it's literally almost 300 gigabytes just for the footage and photography that I got from the trip. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's a lot of good footage. But here's some of it right here. This is the video of the fog of the picture that I showed you guys. Everybody, oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Drive in this and tell me how beautiful it is, right? Yeah, this is the fog. And not only it looked like this during the daytime, but it looked like this at the nighttime too. So that's why a lot of my trips had to be cut short just to day trips. That's why I wasn't able to go live most of the time, was because literally when I'm waking up, you guys were getting ready for lunch and I had to be done by 3:30. No, I had to be done by 3 o'clock in the afternoon and be back to the hotel to avoid this. Okay. So literally, it was me trying to juggle crazy weather, not knowing the region, not knowing the territory, all of these things going on at the same time, trying to figure out how I can do live shows. It just, what's up, Cold Truth? What's up, HS? Thank you for hopping in. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, seriously. So it's like, yeah, my trip time, my my footage time, everything was cut. That's why I wasn't live as much with you guys, and I do apologize for not being as live as much. But literally, it was like, this is the kind of stuff I was dealing with half the time. Very scary, very scary. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Was not bullshitting. Now it gets better here and there, and then sometimes it goes back where you can't see that far ahead of you. But it's like, when you're driving next to ditches that are literally hundreds of feet down, and you do not know the region, and at any moment that road can just turn on a dime, and next thing you know, you're going over the side. It was especially at night, it was like, dang. What's up, Katrina? Yes, I appreciate you, Cold Truth. I hope you've been doing good. But hey, you're good. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping all the photography pictures probably on my YouTube, Facebook. I think that's the only way that I can really do it, where everybody can see it. So if you have a YouTube, Facebook, go ahead and send me a request. First name Evil, last name CJ. Or maybe that still might be too much to dump on Twitter. Yeah, there it is again. Can't see shit. Yeah, so I said I would show that video to you guys. I wanted to show that video to you guys. Frickin' foggy. All right, next thing I wanted to show you real quick. Shout out Innocent Until. Did a little shout out to me. Was on Twitter and it just came across the feed, so I want to say thank you to them. Appreciate you. Thank you for checking out the show, and appreciate the kind words. So here is the tweet from Innocent Until. If you're not following Innocent Until on Twitter, definitely go follow. Innocent Until also has a channel, and I will share that with you as well. And so here is Innocent Until's YouTube channel. Nice. The numbers grew since this morning. Hell yeah. So this is from Innocent Until. I agree. Innocent Until states, at least until justice is served. We shouldn't be forgetting this, especially since the unalivings could very well still be the unalivers very well still could be walking the streets. At Evil CJ, it says, how often should we be reminded of the tragedy that happened in Moscow? One of the most important Idaho4 clips you may ever see. Appreciate the shout out, appreciate the kind words. Thank you for checking out the show again. Really, it's an honor, and thank you again for the kind words. This is such a cool clip. I love it. Everybody knows that sometimes, there's some F-bomb wars. Sometimes Harsh takes the crown. Sometimes I take the crown. Most of the time, honestly, I have the crown. When it comes to the F-bombs, that's just who I am. It's just how I've always been. Sometimes people don't like it. But, I'm me. All I can be is me. So it was kind of cool because I got a really, really big kick out of it. Oh, thank you so much for the gifted memberships, Kib Kitty. Thank you so much. Just Debbie, Summer, Moonvale. Let me see here. Lucille, Ria Buldick. Yeah, thank you so much. But it was funny because every time I say the F word, there's a beep. So when I first heard this and I saw it, oh my gosh, I laughed my freaking ass off. This shit is so funny.
It's a constant daily reminder for them, and that's a hardship as well.
Some of the families want it left alone until the trial is over.
Constant daily reminder of how justice needs to be fucking served. A constant daily reminder that the 4 victims deserve the right fucking person to be convicted. That's the daily reminder. So as far as I'm concerned, there should be a daily reminder to make sure that these 4 victims get the justice they deserve every day until it happens. Oh shit. That beep shit. I love it. I love it. I love the beep shit. I love the beep shit, man. Oh, I love it. I got to listen to it one more time. I'm sorry.
It's a constant daily reminder for them, and that's a hardship as well.
Some of the families want it left alone until the trial is over.
Constant daily reminder of how justice needs to be fucking served. A constant daily reminder that the 4 victims deserve the right person to be convicted. It's real, though. It's real. That's the daily reminder. So as far as I'm concerned, there should be a daily reminder to make sure that these 4 victims get the justice they deserve every day until it happens. Oh man. Oh, I just can't stop cracking up. I can't. Go show innocent until some love, please. Oh, please. There's the tweet. Oh my gosh. Oh shit, this shit's crazy. Nothing but kind words. They were having a conversation about the show. Shout out, thank you for all the kind words. It's just I'm about the truth and justice, and I have passion behind my voice, and that's how you know it's real, because it's fucking passion. I mean, come on. That's how you know it's about the fucking families and the victims. I could be talking about sports, which is my first love. I could be talking because, I always wanted to talk sports, but we don't talk sports. We talk true crime. Why? Because I'm like, you know what? I got a voice. I should do something with it instead of just sit there and talk about fucking scores. Why don't I talk about shit that makes a difference? Why don't I talk about shit that needs to be talked about, that sometimes people are scared to say, people are scared to talk about? Why don't I be that voice for them? That's why I say this case turned this channel into mostly true crime. Pretty much 90%. It ain't about me. If it was about me, we'd be doing sports. So the people that want to sit there and say shit like I'm doing it for selfish reasons and shit, get the fuck out of here. If it was, it'd be sports, babe. It'd be sports. So let's just keep it real. All right. Now we're going to get into this. And like I said, we're going to have an extended show tomorrow because we're going to have a short show tonight. We're going to be heading over to Truth and Transparency. Let's go do a raid bomb of love over there at Truth and Transparency tonight. Go show some love for that Kopaka Live. And then if I'm still up to it, energized, we'll be going over to the hangout. And we'll be kicking it over there, where, oh yeah, I got to drop that link too. If you're not subbed to the hangout, the lounge, give me 1 second. Where did I put that? Here you go. Yeah, we'll be having an extended show tomorrow. I got cell phone data stuff, phone tracking. We're going to be going to the Paradise Path stuff, Gritman Labs, IGG. We're digging into the PCA again for a little bit. We'll be checking out press conferences, family interviews, court TV special, some article read throughs I'll be doing tomorrow night. We're definitely going to be having an extended show. I mean, extended, it's probably going to be 5 or 6 hours. It's going to be a long one. So, but it's all for you. I appreciate that. And we are going to be getting back to the deep dive of the body cams. Finally. What's up, Yoli? How you doing tonight? What's that?
I said fine. I'm fine. How are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm doing good. I can hear you okay.
Oh, maybe I need to put the microphone closer.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm still feeling that jet lag, man.
Yeah, it's awful.
I woke up this morning and I was like, ooh, but not now.
Go ahead.
No, what's up?
I was listening and I was thinking you were going off on this is a daily reminder of just and I wasn't sure if I should hop on.
Oh,
but I realized it was an earlier show.
Yeah, man, we were getting into the university. It started, I don't know, I started just really feeling a certain way when I started thinking about how the community, certain parts of the community, is not getting the residual effect of the success of the University of Idaho, and it really bothers me.
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of it earlier this morning, but I was working, so I listened to a little bit of it. So I didn't know if you were live when you were talking or if you were. Then I realized you were playing something from earlier.
Yeah. No, I mean, if we still talk about
delay?
it,
There's a little delay.
Not for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is. I haven't noticed one so far.
So I blurred my background. Now I look weird.
Oh yeah. Oh, you did the blur? You should.
Yeah.
You can upload any picture you want.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just go to your virtual background at the bottom. There's that plus with the square.
I know on Zoom I can do that. But the thing.
Yeah, just click on that, and that's where I got the real photo of the crime scene right behind me that I took. The real photo. So, yeah, you should do that. It'd be neat. I mean, hell, it's worth it now being able to have all these different pictures and stuff. It kind of adds more flavor to the show or whatever. So, but yeah, no, I was just I don't know. I'm just upset because they make so much money. You start, and then today. We've been sitting here the whole time thinking that the $550 million was out of their pocket. And now we find out it's coming out of the residents of the state and community.
That's terrible.
Yeah. That's some fucked up shit. And when you combine that with what I was talking about with the community not getting the residual effects of the success of the university. I mean, you just, not only they're not reaping the rewards they should get, because they do help make that community. They are another vital part of the community, which helps make that community exist. And they do stuff for the students just as much as the students do for them. So for them not to be protected or taken care of, and then at the same time have to chip in more money to then pay, for, it's like, what the hell? It's so messed up.
And then I heard a little bit about the students selling bracelets for that garden that was like a rock. It looked like
Mhm.
rock and dirt. And I was like, what the hell? I would think the school would pay for that, right?
You know what I'm saying? That's why it was weird to me. Another kick, like you're making, yeah, there's another reason I went off. You're making these students, like, and it's on your property.
Very
It's
odd.
on your property. It's on your property. And the students are having to raise money for it.
Bizarre.
You know, it just, I don't know.
Very bizarre.
It's messed
That
up.
seems like a really strange place.
The university runs the town, and I think everybody is at their mercy. I mean, think about it. I honestly think, like, before I thought that it was like a fumbaloo of Ellie in the very beginning when they came out and said that it was about the unalive self unalive. All right, that is a fumbaloo. But when it comes to saying that the community didn't need to worry, I think that was the power of the university. I think that was definitely the
Well,
power
yeah.
of the university.
Who's the guy that was saying, yeah, come on, visit us? You know, they just had this quadruple murder, stabbing, and he was saying, yeah, why don't you come visit us? It was the mayor or somebody was talking about it. Yeah, come visit us. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I'll be right there.
Yeah, no.
Strange.
Yeah, it was messed up. What's up,
Strange
Lucille?
people.
I purchased one but haven't. Is Pullman in bad shape too? No, it's not actually. Pullman is pretty decent. It's not flourishing
The team.
like some parts of Moscow is, but University of Idaho is when you're talking about money, it's on a different level than Washington State. The University of Idaho has so much funding and money coming in besides the students. When you look into it, it's ridiculous. Like I said, there's a reason I say that Scott Green is the president, because he makes good business decisions, not because he gives a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real
So
shit.
creepy that he lived there. He lived at that 1122 home. Scott Green.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of when you get into the background of that property, very sketchy for sure. I started to get into the background of it in the beginning of the year, and that's when I started getting into different businesses that were kind of tied around to it. Some of them include businesses in Moscow, Alaska, things like that. And then, yeah. So, is the crime scene tape? Well, the crime scene tape is still up, just like the picture behind me. But there is one section from one tree to another tree where it's gone. So, and nobody seemed too concerned about it because
And
literally
the ladder's still there?
Yeah, the ladder's still there. And people weren't concerned about the tape because I was parked next to agents and security from the university, and nobody put another piece of tape up, and I was there for a week. So, well, not really a week. I was there for 5 days. I got footage. The day that I got there and the day that I left, I was basically flying all day. So 5 days that I was there. Every single day there was security. There were agents, and every single day I parked in the same spot as the blue car on Google, and every single day that piece of tape was not there. And the ladder was there the whole time. The ladder, the last day that I took footage, I circled that street. I circled Taylor, Ridge, and Walenta probably almost 20 times, trying to like double check different things and stuff. And every single time I went by, yeah, you could see the ladder. Now, it wasn't safe for me because it was on a road, and I can show you guys sometime. It was on Ridge Walenta, where it was 2 lanes. It was curvy. It was a real sharp curve. There was literally no way safely that I could park or even get out to get a photo. So I tried taking one as I was driving by the safe way possible, and it just didn't turn out. Sometimes it'd be nice to be able to, hop out of the vehicle and have somebody keep driving and come back and pick me up or something. Because on this trip, it was definitely, there were certain times where I was like, man, it'd be nice that if I could just hop out of this vehicle and somebody just loop around real quick, because it's so scrunched there. It's so tight and tiny, and there's just not a lot of room in that whole community, which is understandable because they're trying to pack as much housing in a small area as they can, because they're trying to maximize their students and enrollment in the same amount of area. So that's why everything is so scrunched up. Let me see here. So yeah, that was shout out Innocent Until. So we're gonna kind of go in. Let me see. Let me double check. Moscow kind of reminds me of the series Ozarks on Netflix. I only made it through a couple episodes of that, so I don't really. It was beautiful though. The pole is missing, but I guess, well, I don't know what they were doing. The last day I was there, I definitely heard hammers and saws. And
Oh, shit.
yeah, I kept driving around and it kept sounding like it was coming from the property, but I didn't see nothing. But there were vehicles there the whole time, security and agents. So you'll see me pull up next to one in this route footage. Actually, as I pull up behind the house, you'll see me pull right up next to one in a Ford SUV that's all smoked out. So this is the route according to the PCA. This is a route. Now, when it comes to where's it at?
Oh, that town.
When it comes to this route, that's the route that one would have took. So you look at that picture of the route. That's the route at the end. That's the one where you don't see nothing but rolling hills and beautiful countryside. And you see a teeny bit of city on both sides. When you're looking at this route, that is just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like he's going for a joyride.
Yeah, when you're going to go commit something that you've planned and stalked, it makes no damn sense.
Doesn't make sense. It's silly that they think we're. It's just silly. What? I mean, and his alibi doesn't contradict the evidence, so I don't know what they're going to do with that. They're going to say he was driving around. They're going to say, yeah, his phone pinged here, and he may say, yeah, because I was driving around. So what's the beef?
Well, and it's like, why are you gonna stick around that long after you commit a crime, and then why are you gonna take that long ass route back home when literally, if you were trying not to get caught, you would take the road that I took everybody on at the end of this video. It's that simple. It's a no-brainer. Like, there's where, other than the streets that you really need to drive on in Moscow and Pullman to either leave or enter, other than the streets that you have to drive on, why are you okay? You're going to take your chances with surveillance, getting caught on surveillance there, because you can't just fucking reappear somewhere else. It's just not possible. So there's going to be certain
Oh
areas
my
where, yeah, you
God.
might get caught on surveillance, but you're not going to drive all over these other freaking areas. That's part of what we're going to do with this. Is we're going to do a deep dive into this route, and we're going to see how many freaking cameras do we really see. Because I was honestly, when we're looking at Google Guy, I'm thinking there's a certain amount of cameras. When I was actually there and I'm driving and I'm like looking at everything with my own damn eyes, and I'm like, damn, there's
There's
cameras
a whole lot
here
of.
and here and here and here too, not just here and here and here. So it's like, now let's figure out these cameras. And then compare them to the route that I'm saying somebody would have took if they're not trying to get caught. And we'll see how many cameras we see on that route. The residential is one thing. You'll never know how many Ring cameras or surveillance cameras or how many businesses have cameras. You can pretty much bet that every damn business has a freaking camera somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Nowadays, every damn business would have a camera. You would imagine. So you're driving down a business, I would imagine 85% of businesses have outside surveillance that we're going to be seeing, on our route. I would imagine, I'll say 50% at least.
And maybe they have
homes
it. Maybe there
would
is
have Ring
surveillance,
cams.
but
Something. Do I think those cameras were put up after the crime? No. Because the cameras are in the same spot as we looked at Google Guy, which were taken from the month before the crimes took place, according to Google. From October of 2022, we were going off of Google Guy images from then. So that was around the same time period, about a month before the crimes took place. Now, as I'm driving around going through Moscow and Pullman, yes, I'm seeing the same cameras that were and have been there. But what I'm saying is I'm noticing other cameras that you don't notice on Google Guy. I suppose we could look up Google Guy and see maybe, if there is cameras compared to footage. That would be something that we could do while we're getting into this. Compare the old Google Guy street images to the current footage and see if there was stuff because it maybe there was some added. But in my opinion, I believe I was noticing cameras that I just didn't notice on Google Guy because I was looking at the intersection and not a little bit ahead or beyond the intersection. And that's where those other cameras are, is those cameras that are beyond the intersection. They're before and after, something that I just never even looked into because I never even thought about it. We were just looking at the intersections itself, not the actual path. CJ, say Google Guy again. Google Guy.
Google Guy.
Oh, Google Guy. Google. Yeah, the Google Street footage. Yeah, we can definitely do that because I doubt I'm going to be able to get this all in time. Just because it's already like 46-minute video.
It's early over here. It's 5:48.
Well, and I'm not doing a crazy late show tonight. I'm just doing a little bit. So this will probably be a part one, but we're gonna go we're gonna go raid bomb Truth and Transparency and drop a whole bunch of love from the show and go support her in her live tonight about the Kopaka body cam.
Oh, what time is that?
Yeah, it's in about an hour or so. So we'll be heading over there. Yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a short show tonight. We're gonna be showing some love over there, dropping hearts and flowers and everything over there. We're gonna go drop a whole bunch of love, and then if I'm not feeling the jet lag after her live is done, uh, then uh, then I'm going to go to the lounge. But tomorrow night I'm going to be doing an extended show, so I don't know if you're busy tomorrow night or not, but I'm going to be probably doing a 5 hour
What
show.
time?
Maybe yes. I'll probably start it at like 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, somewhere around there. Maybe a little earlier than that, but it's gonna be a long show. There's a lot of stuff I want to get into tomorrow night. So a lot of different things too. A lot of stuff about that cell phone stuff too, Yoli.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to get into some of that cell phone stuff too. Just found out yesterday Google has me in front of our house. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you so much, Brandywine. Yeah, we're gonna go do a love bomb over there and just drop a whole bunch of love from the community. I love doing that here and there, and I'm excited about this live. She's been
okay.
doing
So
a lot
I'll
of
if
hard
I
work.
go over there, I'll chat.
Yeah,
Okay. At least I'll know people.
yeah, we're gonna go over there. We're just gonna show some love. So I'm actually probably we'll go ahead and I'm gonna start off with the route that he should have took first if he wasn't going to get caught. And I think we can cover this part and then make her live in time, and then the
Okay.
other part is where that'll probably take a good 2 hours for us. Honestly, it might even be a little more than that.
Okay. So we're going to be watching this right now.
Yeah, I'm
The
trying to
route
find there somewhere around here. All right, hold on. There's
man.
there's one of the vehicles. Yeah, there's one of the agents right there.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, they're all
shit.
around there. Yeah. Oh, trust me. It's one thing when you're sitting back talking about it. It's another thing when you're fucking there. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the route we're gonna check out first. Okay. Now, obviously, any of the residential area you're talking and really it's some residential and then you're going by the college, so who knows, there's no way to really check the cameras there. Okay, so this is going to be where they're just about exiting. Where this starts off is the intersection where you're turning onto the University of Idaho onto 270 headed west towards Pullman. So you're at that intersection where you'd be pulling out of the university onto that road. Now, of course, there's businesses, there's all of these cameras, all of these we are going to count when we're going to Moscow in the next episode when we deep dive it. So we don't need to count these because we definitely don't want to get confused at the end. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be counting any surveillance video or possible surveillance video when it comes to businesses, because homes, they're everywhere. Possible surveillance videos when they're coming from businesses on the route that doesn't include the route to the property according to the PCA. And then what we'll do is after we're done getting all of that together, then we'll add what we found on there, subtract it, and then we'll see exactly what it is, the ratio from surveillance to surveillance. And again, show why somebody that's trying to get away with this crime would not be taking this route if they live at Steptoe. They're going to be taking the route that we're going to be going through. It's a no-brainer. It's a new t-shirt.
Yeah.
Then we got another new t-shirt, Incel Parking Only, coming soon too.
Oh, that was funny.
Shout out Kelly. Incel Parking Only.
Nina's confused.
You're confused. All right, so we're still on 270. Oh, trust me, we got everything's about to get popping. The clothing, the t-shirts, and the hoodies are about to be popping off like popcorn soon. So trust me, I'm gonna be having my own t-shirt line coming out right before Christmas. All right, so right here, obviously, because you can see cameras there. Now we're going here. So anything from this path until until we reach step to apartments. We're obviously not counting residential because we can see houses, not houses. We don't know if houses have them. We don't know if they do. Businesses probably do. So I'm going to keep track of the businesses on the route. Plus, we're going to keep track of how many total we see. So none. Okay, now there's a business right there. Possibly surveillance. Okay. So I'm going to mark business 1. Possible. It's a construction equipment, something like that. They probably have surveillance pointed out at the back of their property, and they probably would have caught a vehicle about here or shortly before that on surveillance.
And maybe a back license plate. Maybe a back license plate too.
Maybe.
Oh man, that looks like a nice drive.
It's beautiful. The rolling hills. I have a lot of footage too of me just driving around out in the country, and the sun, like when it hits, like here you'll see the sun hits it. Like this is a great photo right here, when the sun hits it, like right here, and you see some of the hills with the shadows, it adds all the depth perception when it comes to the beauty of those fields, and just it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Look at that. Wow.
It's beautiful. It's like that all over.
This is the route he should have took.
Right. This is the route you should have took if you're trying to get away with the crime, because
it's
right here it's a little bumpy, so
there's
the camera's
not a lot of
little
stuff
bit.
there.
Housing, not businesses. Housing. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is the road I've been telling people since the case first happened, when we found out the route from the PCA, and they supposedly told us that the person went all through Pullman and all through Moscow, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, and I type in Steptoe to 1122, and then I see these other roads, and I'm like, well, this other road's only like another 2-minute extra. Like, why wouldn't somebody this is it.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to explain to people, like, I was trying to tell them the whole time, like, this is I'm telling you, this is, once I'm here and I'm able to take a video and actually show you, like, yo, why wouldn't somebody freaking take this route, right? All right, now you got some businesses off to the right, possible surveillance, but I don't think it would be very good surveillance. You just might see another white car driving by. But I'll go ahead.
And I don't see too many lights. I don't see too many lights around there.
No, it's
like lamps.
I did drive it at nighttime, and I'm going to show you guys. I got a shit ton of footage. I did drive that at nighttime. I did drive the route at nighttime as well. But the clear daytime is able to show everything, and so that's why I did this one. But we will show the nighttime drive of this road, and I'm literally going to show you. You're right. There's barely any lights going down this road. Got barely any lights. And I'm telling you right now, when you see the night footage of me driving this road, the vehicle had automatic brights. So when I'm driving down there and it's pitch fucking black and you see extra light, it's because the car turned on the auto brights on because it's so dark. It literally is crazy
Wow.
dark out there. You got to think about it. These two towns are the only towns in a huge fucking area. So when you're talking about two small towns, the lighting only lights up the sky so much. When you live in a big city, it's completely different than when you live out in the country. And the people that live out in the middle of nowhere, that are away from city lights, or a bunch of towns that are in a cluster, the night sky is totally different. There is a reason why I saw people wearing headlamps walking their pets, because it is freaking dark.
Oh my God.
It is freaking dark. And it gets dark at 4 o'clock. Like
Oh, shit.
early as shit. Yeah. I had to do a lot of the footage and recording during the day, because there's sometimes, and see, we're right by the Moscow Pullman Airport, which possibly might have some surveillance on there. We'll go ahead and mark that down too.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was hard. It was hard to even see the street signs sometimes when I'm driving around Taylor Avenue and all this. You know, when I first got there, it's one thing to see it on the bird's eye. It's another thing to see it, you know, in person. It's
Yeah.
you add the landscape and it adds a different dimension to it. And I got lost the first day, even though I've been studying these streets the whole time that the case has been out. I literally got lost a few times when I first got there, because it was confusing as hell with all the twists and the weird ass roads that you don't notice when you're looking from Google. You can only note like Ridge Road. It splits. It's really freaking odd right before it gets to Taylor. It's got different elevations, which you don't see it on Google, but really one side of the road is literally like taller than me. Like it's the elevation is that much different from one side of the road to the it's just very, very odd. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily a business. I think these are just some trailers.
I feel like I need sunglasses with that sun. My God.
Yeah, it is bright, isn't it? It's so beautiful. All right, then there's some kind of farm, wink, wink, over here off to the side. So we'll go ahead and mark
farm.
2. Yeah, there's a farm over there, wink, wink. Okay. And yeah, not a lot of street lights. So really, it's a lot of dark areas. A lot of stuff that you really... There's the Moscow Pullman Airport. Another part of it. And that's where they have a lot of the airplanes outside and such. It was kind of weird because as I was driving by, because they have a lot of the airplanes, personal airplanes parked there too. There was one of the personal airplanes that it just didn't have any wings on it. And I'm like, what the hell is it there for? It had a plane. It was a plane with no wings on it. It made no sense.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I imagine there might be some security cameras here and there. You know, we'll add 4 that possibly could have picked up. So we're at 8 total now. I'm giving it 4 from the airport, 1 on each end, 2 in the middle. That possibly would have caught him. Yeah, no wings. It was crazy.
That's bizarre. A plane with no wings.
Yeah. All right, there's another business, so that makes it 9.
Do they have call boxes on that road? What are those call boxes?
Probably. I mean, it's out in the... I would imagine they still have some old infrastructure still set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is out in the open area. I would imagine they still have shit like that around there. It's a good question. It's something I didn't notice. But then again...
I haven't seen one. I'm looking
looking.
and I haven't seen.
But I'm sure they do have some of the old infrastructure. what's really going to be interesting is comparing it to all the cameras we're going to see on the next episode. Maybe we'll get into that. When are you available tomorrow? Are you available at like 5:30, 6 o'clock Central?
Yeah, I'm usually available at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Saturday, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a long show tomorrow night. 5 hours, maybe more.
It's not a work day,
I
so
got a lot of stuff.
when I'm working, I'm listening off and on. But yeah, I heard a couple of things today that were like, whoa, a lot of crazy shit. And that vigil was so dark.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was so.
I was like, what is this? Is this like some kind of.
I know. I felt bad saying it when I was there.
I don't know. It seems so strange.
I was like, messaging.
It was like, what? I can't see anybody. And then I put it on my TV. I was like, oh my God.
It was creepy when I was there. I was like, when I first got there, I'm just like,
you think they have candles and stuff,
yeah.
you know, like.
Well, I mean, I get the candles. I just thought they would turn the lights on the stage when it started. And then when it didn't happen, I'm like, okay, maybe there's a malfunction. And then they went.
I thought it was inside. I thought it was inside at first. I thought, boy, they have bad lighting.
No, it was outside. No, it was outside. And after the first people speaking, and I didn't see anybody on the stage running frantically, trying to, and I'm like, okay, this must be what the hell it is. And then after that, it was just like, whoa, this is creepy as shit. Like, where's the lighting for the stage? It almost. I don't know. I don't want to say what I'm saying.
I don't even want to say anything.
Like saying I don't know. It was beautiful messages, but I don't know. It just had a weird vibe. It just had
very
a weird
strange
vibe. Yeah, nothing but housing. Student housing packed up. I'm sure there's a camera possibly.
Oh, that's a roundabout?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that'll give us 10. I'm just being generous. Maybe there's not a camera, but I'm just going to be generous anyway. Now, when it comes to student housing, who knows? You never know. You never know. So it's always going to be unpredictable unless you go door to door. And ain't nobody got that time.
You're going up and down.
All right. So now I'm in Pullman right now. There's a business off to the right that definitely would have surveillance. Has to. Come on. More student housing. It's really just a bunch of student housing. As soon as you get from that airport road, from that roundabout, then you're into student housing area. So it's a bunch of student housing, pretty much. And that's it. Less than 2 dozen. I have 11. And I was counting 4 for the airport. That's how I got to 11. So you could literally count the airport as one business. I was just being generous giving it 4 because it's such a large business. It's an airport and it would have to have surveillance. So I would assume that there'd be at least 4 cameras. So that gives us 11.
What time is this?
This is probably 2:30.
Wow.
3 o'clock. Yeah. Well, you got to think there's mountains all around. So the sun is going to set earlier than normal because of the mountains. So, and then also it's at a very, it's a lot. No, I didn't. Trust me, I made it back home. And where you're at in Idaho is like way up towards the top of the, it's a hell of a lot closer to the North Pole than we are. So the tilt of the earth is also away from the sun. So therefore, that's why it gets so dark. That's why it gets dark earlier. And then you add the mountains around, which makes the sunset even earlier because the sun is setting. One beautiful thing, though, when it comes to that, and this is so beautiful, is when the sun sets behind the mountains, right? So it starts to get dark in your city. Your city, you'll get dark because the sun is setting behind the mountain. But what is so beautiful is that sunlight still hits those clouds way up in the sky. So even though the sky is dark,
Yeah.
the clouds are fucking lit up. It's so fucking cool. It's
Wow.
like they're glow in the dark clouds for a short period of time. It is so cool. So cool. Glow in the dark clouds. It gets dark here by 5 and yeah. Thank you so much. That's just one part. Like I said, we're going to be deep diving the other part tomorrow night. That'll probably literally take up an hour and a half to 2 hours because there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about. I'll introduce some of the new footage. Like I said, I'll keep introducing new footage as we have each show. And then we're going to do some article read-throughs. We're going to discuss the Chrysler, the Court TV special, family interviews, press conferences.
What's with the
PCA.
Chrysler? What's with the Chrysler?
I don't know. There's been a lot of people talking about the Chrysler 300, and on my footage, there's a Chrysler 300 that's at the property of 1122 in my footage, so I didn't know what the hell the Chrysler. Yeah, Nina, that's what. Yeah, I noticed the Chrysler in my footage, and I noticed a lot of people talking about a Chrysler, and it's a white vehicle, and so I'm like, well, yeah, in my footage, yeah. So I figured we'd talk about that cell phone data stuff that I have, IGG info.
Does it look like an Elantra, the Chrysler?
No. No, but there's a lot of people in chat talking about it, so I figured we'd have that as a topic tomorrow night too. Because yeah, I noticed when I was going through my footage that I saw this Chrysler as well. So, but let me see here. I'm going to. Let me see, 15 minutes. So here's the link to Truth and Transparency. Definitely set the notification on. She'll be going live in 15 minutes. I'm just going to hang out with you for the next 10, and we can chit chat.
Oh, she's okay. All right.
Yeah, we're going to go over there and raid her show with a bunch of love from the community. And like I said, if I'm still feeling up, not feeling the jet lag, then I'll be kicking it on at the lounge. We'll probably listen to some music and watch some TV or something.
Okay, so what is Lana doing? Is she doing Brent Kopaka?
Yeah, the body cam she's been doing a lot of work for the Kopaka stuff. And so she's got some stuff coming out tonight, and she's doing a live.
Interesting.
And I want to be there to show some love, and from time to time I always do shit like this where we just kind of end it early and go raid some love to the channels that we appreciate.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I'm interested in that Kopaka footage.
Yeah, me too, for sure. So definitely, I encourage everybody, please go over there with me. Show a bunch of love. Let's shower her with love and support. And if you're in chat at the end of her show, if you're in chat, I'll let you guys know if we'll be kicking it out the lounge. I'll let you know. in chat in her show if I'm heading to the lounge or not. So if you want to know if you want to wait and see, you can wait and see.
Her shows are
Otherwise,
long, right? They're
yeah,
kind of
that's
long.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it all depends on how long her show is, and because with this jet lag, man, like seriously, when I came home from my trip,
Mm.
I got home at 11 o'clock at night when I was up at 4 or 5 in the morning. I got into the airport at 10:30 in the morning. And then you're talking about time change too. Obviously, I went from Pacific to Central, well, Pacific to Eastern to Central,
Pacific.
uh, and I got home at 11 p.m. And I was literally up till like 4 in the morning the next morning, just because of the whole jet lag. I mean, I'm literally on a plane for I think it was 6 some hours on a plane. Um, yeah, so I'm still kind of feeling the
Yeah.
effects from it. So
That jet
I'm
lag
not
is
gonna
terrible.
promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna promise that I'll be up and pumping and all excited after, because who knows if her live is 3 hours. You know.
Maybe there'll be something to talk about after her live.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, like I said, if it's something that's like an hour, I might just come back over here and we just might kick it for a few
There
more
might be
hours. Then.
something.
You know what I mean? It just I just want to make sure that I'm there for her in support, and then after that, like I said, if you want to know what's up, just be hanging out in her chat at the end of the show, and then I'll go ahead and let you guys know or whatever. Whatever we're doing. So
Yeah, there was something I heard at the vigil about Ethan coming back to live at the frat house. That he was going to come back, like he wasn't living there. Did you hear that?
no, that he was. I I thought he lived there.
No. One of the first guy said he was looking forward to coming back to the frat house. I don't know if anybody heard it. Maybe.
Caddy says she
Caddy,
heard it.
I heard it. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but
Really?
it
On
seemed a
what,
little strange.
a news clip or what? Where'd you hear it? Where'd you guys hear it? You did a little
It was at the vigil.
at the vigil.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we need to listen to that again then.
Yeah, he said, and I was listening. I wasn't watching, but I did hear him say, and he was so looking forward to coming back to the frat, to the house. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, where was he living then?
Is that so? I wonder if the fight has something to do with that. What'd he do? What'd he do? Like
know.
not live it? What the fuck?
Yeah, it was a weird thing. It was something to that effect. I remember listening to it, and I remember thinking, what? And it was kind of fast. It was fast. He said something about he was so looking forward to coming back to the house or to the frat house, and I was like, what? Yeah, you should listen to it. It's interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have to and look at the
jacket Ethan's dad is wearing.
Oh my gosh, everybody save this stuff. Let's talk about this when we come back, okay? Yeah.
Oh.
Is this the vigil or the interview? Because there was the interview that they came out with too. And also there was something I wanted to share real quick. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe it was a vigil, I think.
Okay. There was something that just came out. The siblings. Oh my gosh, where was that at?
Oh, that they got
No.
some kind of an award or something? Scholarship?
No, siblings. Oh my gosh, where did I save it? No, it was Consalva's siblings spoke for the first time. Shit, where'd it go? I'm not, unless it was taken down.
Wait, the younger one or?
Yeah, it said for the first time. It was a local news station.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Creme 2.
This mom said.
Son of a bitch. I saved it. I don't know where it went. YouTube's been weird, like saving shit to playlists right now. Like I'll save stuff and then it's not there. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I did hear it because I'm working. And I haven't heard much about it.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if because I thought it was odd too. I was like, what?
Well, one of the speakers at the vigil said that that Kaylee's younger sister couldn't be there and that she was speaking on her behalf or something like that.
Well, it was one of the siblings that had never talked because it said first time. I know that for a fact. I'm just looking here real quick. I know I saw it.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
You know, I'll have to look for it. Yeah, it was like Creme 2 or something. It was or KTVB7. It was some local channel, local news. And it said, and it had first time, they talked for the first time, siblings in the title, because I remember seeing it and I'm like, what? What do you mean first time? And then, like usual, I never watch it because I like to save it until I watch it with everybody.
Yeah.
But I could have, I swear I saved it, but YouTube's been acting weird about saving shit to playlist right now. I don't know why YouTube has so many damn problems when they make so much money off of everybody. And they just sit on their ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's not too far from where. And if you guys are ready to hop on over there, just said she has more leaked footage. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where it said.
Yeah, they were going to have a lot of fun. Yes. Lisa Wilson is saying that. I do remember hearing that.
Yeah, we'll get into that on the next episode too. I'm going to see if I can find this. I'm going to go ahead and end this show, and then let's go hop over to Truth and Transparency.
Okay.
Go show her a bunch of love. Thank you, everybody. I'll let you know if we'll.
I'll chat in there.
Alrighty. And if not, everybody, I'll be having an extended show tomorrow night. So if you don't see me on tonight here or at the lounge later, I'll definitely be back on tomorrow night for an extended show. Definitely have a notification out after Truth and Transparency's live is over. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you over there. Let's go show some love. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. All right.